I'm a pirate activist. I am on the board of the Norwegian Pirate Party and on the board of the Pirate Parties International, representing about 40 different countries. I'm an anonymous hacktivist and an activist for human rights and, well, whistleblowers, leakers, and so forth. I do prison support, work with Free Anons. I'm on the advisory board there with Free Anons. And I'm a family member of Anon IntelGroup. It's really a family. Would you like to know a
It
little bit
is.
more about what Anon IntelGroup does?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you next. What exactly, for the people who don't know, what exactly is Intel Group?
Well, for anybody on social media, Anon IntelGroup is a hashtag IntelGroup. A lot of people use that tag to get their information shared. It is also a page on Facebook. And it is a group of people, what you might call them old facts. At least they're really knowledgeable about what Anonymous does. And you find them on Twitter, in Anonymous Intel Group, Intel Group Global, and so forth. We're dedicated to sharing information about ops and campaigns run within the Anonymous Collective in a bit of a higher quality than what you see everywhere else.
Yeah, definitely. I'm almost glad that we had to postpone this couple days, this interview, because what happened yesterday in Standing Rock, like only independent media was covering it. I know Intel Group was one of the people covering it, and they had it blasting, but no mainstream media covers this. So when Intel Group says we are the media, I believe that is the truth, especially in the future and the coming days. They're going to become more and more. A lot of independent media is, but Intel Group, especially for Anonymous, I think is really important. Like, what other ways do you think it's important to have things like Intel Group?
I'm going to use a practical example that is very current. Right now, I'm about to ask you to either put on a track or talk a little bit because I have to answer an editor in a very large newspaper about something special happening this evening regarding Eric Garner and Hillary Clinton. Just got an email from that newspaper asking to get access to the information before anybody else. And by that, you can conclude that Intel Group are not among those that attacks media. Intel Group coordinates and talks with media
Yeah.
to help our voice spread further. So, what do you say, Tim?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Would you?
play. I'm gonna go ahead and take us out. Go ahead and take your call, and then just let me know when you're back. Okay?
Cool, thank you.
No problem. All right, we're back on People's Radio United with my non-objective opinion. We're here with Ray Johansen of Intel Group, and you said you wanted to explain what you were doing just now. I know we had to leave to go to a song because you had to work on a project.
Well, it goes like this. Intel Group and I and several others work in this fashion. We have journalists and editors as contacts, and when we have something that's newsworthy, we share it with them, give them the sources they need, because many in Intel Group have quite a big network of people that knows what's going on. And right now, the situation is that Intel Group has a bit of a surprise planned for later today. A surprise that concerns Eric Gardner, the guy that was strangled by the cops, and Hillary Clinton. Some of you may have seen some news about that. Anyway, Intel Group has something brewing, and I just asked The Guardian to run it exclusively for the first hour. We'll see if we succeed, but it's a good example of how IntelGroup works.
Do you guys usually get good reception from the bigger media outlets? I mean, I know some of them, like RT and The Guardian, and some like that. They'll pick us up with the non-issues and help us out a lot. But what about some of the bigger mainstream media outlets? What kind of reception do you get from them?
Well, U.S. Mainstream media is difficult. I just got an answer from the newspaper. Let's see what she says. Okay, I'll get back to your question, which was how we're doing. The U.S., as I said, mainstream media is hard to, get into with anon or activist content. But all across the world, we have good outlets that listen to our ideas and make those ideas into articles. I've been part of several campaigns and ops where we've had more than 1,000 articles written worldwide. Maybe 300 original articles from Scrap Up and 700 copies, if you can call it that.
Yeah, reposts.
Yeah. If Associated Press, picks up an article, it will typically be reprinted, to use old school language, in a lot of other outlets. So yes, even though you won't see Anonymous is fantastic in mainstream media around the world, they pick up on what's going on social media and in anon circles. And most of the time, not without quoting us or quoting Anonymous. But that's the point, isn't it? We want to want anon voices to be heard outside our circles.
Exactly.
And to make that happen, we have to speak the language of the mainstream media, don't we?
Yes, we do. Well, can you go over some of IntelGroup's successes and things that they're proud of and accomplishments in the past?
Well, the thing is, Anon IntelGroup does not put our group in front of actions, ops, or campaigns.
I understand that, but I'm saying things that you guys have been involved in that were successes. Because I mean, you guys are like one of the main people out there amplifying ops. I know for ops I'm involved in, we go to you guys and you guys give us tons of help. I mean, with Ops Arena, with everything else, you're always there to help us out. That's why I was asking, like what have you guys been involved in that's been successful?
Well, as you can hear, I'm a bit stressed at the moment. You may hear the pinging.
Yeah.
Just hold on a second, will you?
Okay. No problem. All right, we're here with Ray Johansen, my non-executive opinion, People's Radio United. He's taking a quick break to handle something real quick. We're talking about IntelGroup for anyone listening right now, just coming in. You want me to play another song, Ray, and then we can come back into this?
I'm good to go.
Okay.
Just hold on for a second. I'm just looking at... You do realize, let's call it our founding father. He's called 88 Black Hats on Twitter.
I love hats, yeah.
And James St. Patrick on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm just looking up our interview with him. And we asked him, would you care to name any particular ops that IntelGroup, past or present, supports or participates in? And then he lists a few. Of course, Op Ferguson, which is a little while back. We worked with the streamers on the ground. And then Op Darian Hunt worked with the victims and the victim's mother. Then Op I Can't Breathe, which is, it's pretty current.
Yeah.
the oldest daughter of Eric Garner, Erica Gardner, and also still going strong, Op Serena Shim, which also is working with the victim's mother. She's called Judy.
Yeah. Judith
And
Poe.
yeah, then of course you have Op Flint. Those are but a few of the ops or campaigns that IntelGroup has taken a more active part in.
Yeah, I could say I've said this before on other broadcasts. Without Intel Group, Op Serena Shim would have been a lost op right now. You guys came in, Hats contacted me and was like, "What can we do to help?" And then you guys just started really blasting it and promoting it, and all of a sudden it just took off, and it was really good because that was at a time when we had no support. Nobody was backing us. It was like just a few anons on the op, and we were just so stressed. Like, what are we gonna do? We got to get justice. And then Intel Group came in, and boom, you guys just amplified it like a million times. It was so amazing. I can't thank you guys enough for that. It's totally awesome. But yeah, that's what Intel Group does. It just, in my opinion, it really helps out so many ops. I don't know if you guys even know how much help it is and how appreciative so many people are. I mean, I know how appreciative Judith is, Serena Shim's mother, for Intel Group. She says it all the time on Twitter.